The third time's always the charm. Here's my third attempt. Hi. So it's Friday, and here I am again, talking about Montreal. And I wanted to show you some pictures. I decided to show you the graveside and Mount Royal, at least a little bit of it, because we didn't really take a lot of pictures, and Beaver Lake. So I'll put those in here. I meant to take photos of all of the food that we ate, but it just, I don't know, it got away from me. And we had so much to look at and so much to see and so much to wander around. I just forgot about doing that. But we did go to Paris Mackerel, which is up in the northern part of Montreal, northeastern part of Montreal. And we wanted to buy a little box of macarons. And we go into the shop, and we were there at the right time because they were having a special 5 macarons and tea for $2, $5 each. So we decided to do that and share 5 macarons and 2 pots of tea. I had green tea. Robin had, my sister, she had Earl Grey, and they were amazing mackerel. I took a picture of those, and I will share that with you. Our favorite of the 5, and I couldn't tell you what we had. Let me see if I can. There was caramel and salt, white chocolate, pistachio. There was one that was, and I can't remember for the life of me what the title of it was, but it had a thin layer of a crispy wafer in the filling part of the macaron, and it was very good. And I can't remember the 5th one, but our favorite, hands down, was the pistachio. They were amazing. And with a cup of tea, $5 each, it was a bargain. So I'm going to put those pictures in right here. The next little series of pictures will be of Beaver Lake, the mountain, and what's it called? The St. Joseph's, what is it? Oratory, St. Joseph's Oratory. We were just driving along one of the streets off the edge of the mountain, and here's this enormous building, huge, 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 and it's very impressive, and I'll put that in the next little bundle of pictures. I would be remiss as well if I didn't add a few pictures of old Montreal. There's cobble streets and old facades and old buildings and the old port as well. Off in the distance you can see La Ronde, and which was the site of Montreal's Expo in 1967. What else? I think that's it on the pictures. And one quick little story. So I'll add those pictures of old Montreal after this quick story. One of the things that I wanted to do was go to my childhood friend's home, which was a duplex. Her parents lived there for, I don't know, 60 years, maybe longer. Always in the same place, and this is my grade school friend, and she, on one, I don't know what event it would have been, but whenever you would get sparklers, she had a sparkler, and she must have been, I don't know, maybe 10 years old, and she took the hot end of the sparkler and burned a smiley face on the buzzer button, which was plastic, white plastic, on the buzzer button for the upstairs unit. Not for her own, where she lived, but for the upstairs unit. She got caught as she was burning the smiley face on her own buzzer, and that buzzer stayed as is, I think, forever. And I wanted to just slip into the lobby of this duplex and see if the button was still there with the smiley face. But the street was all torn up. And this was down in, I guess you'd call it the Côte Saint-Luc area. And, oh, that reminds me, I'll also add in a quick little picture of my grandparents' house. But anyway, down in Côte Saint-Luc area, and the street was all torn up, so we didn't get to go in there. I sort of forgot about it, but it was in the back of my head as we came home, and I was thinking, geez, I'm sorry I didn't do that. And then I came to learn on Tuesday of this week that my friend died on Monday. And I was kind of shocked. Like, we hadn't talked a lot. Last time I saw her was maybe 6 years ago. We talk sometimes at Christmas, but not every year. And she died of ALS, and I had no idea. So, anyway, that's all I have about Montreal, I think. Likely I'll have a story or two, maybe, that might come randomly in future remarks. That's it. That's all.